Hello and welcome back to HITC 7s. I hope you all enjoyed the Q&A to celebrate the channel reaching 200,000 subscribers. I enjoyed reading many of your comments, some of which were very nice, some not quite so nice, and some just a little bit disturbing. Now, a lot of the comments were making comparisons between myself and various footballers, which should perhaps come as no surprise, seeing as though this is a football-based YouTube channel. Someone said in the comments that I should do a video on 7 footballers who I look like according to the YouTube comment section, and I thought that'd be quite a funny idea, so that's what I'm doing. I'll also do a few corrections on possible misunderstandings that could have arisen from parts 1 and 2 of the Q&A. I'm bringing this out before part 3 came out. Oh, and before I get into the 7, in the interest of completeness and so that no one feels left out, there were also some non-football celebrities who I was likened to. I've got a list of those here. So they included Jacob from Emmerdale, Chris MD, but with long hair, a lost or forgotten member of the boy band One Direction, Ava Smith, often Inspector Calls, Timothy Chalamet. I had to Google a fair few of these, I'll be honest with you. The general consensus seemed to be that my face doesn't match my voice. There are a lot of people saying that. Some people said that I sound like an accountant but look like a surfer. Lots of people saying surfer or stoner. So cheers for that. In all seriousness, I can understand when I've sort of heard someone on the radio or podcast and then you see them, you sort of build up a picture in your mind and it tends not to be the exact fit of what you expected. Loads and loads of people said they thought that I would wear glasses, which I do. I do wear glasses, but I have a problem with long-sightedness rather than short-sightedness, so I don't tend to wear them when I'm working. Just pretty much just when I'm at football is the only time I wear them. But for those of you who thought that, that is what I look like with my glasses on. So I don't know if that's any benefit or closer to what you expected. But someone said, there's no way you can look like that and be called Alfie Potts-Harmer. I don't know what that means, but I do. Okay, now before I get into the 7 proper, I should explain that there is actually some science to this. I've picked out the footballers suggested most frequently and those that receive the most likes to order the 7, which does of course mean there are some that miss out on the 7 altogether. So I will mention quickly Jamal Banjadua. Again, had to Google that one. He is a Saudi Arabian player. I think he's only won 1 cap to date, so not a household name. Andrea Pirlo. I don't think I look anything like him, but I'll take it. Cool guy. Marouane Fellaini. Don't know what that's about. Although, as we go through, I don't understand most of them. But yeah, those are just 3 honourable mentions. So we start in 7th place with Lazar Markovic, who I know well as a Hull City fan. He was actually very good for us. I thought when he went on loan to Fulham that he could make an impact there, and then I believe he didn't even play a single minute of football. Has now gone to Partizan, where I think he's made a flying start. I heard he's getting on pretty well. I don't know why. It's just supposed to be who I look like. I can't help just giving a biography of footballers. But yeah, Lazar Markovic. I don't think I look remotely like him. I think the common theme you will find here is long-haired footballers. But yeah, in 7th place, Lazar Markovic. In 6th, Robbie Savage. Yeah, Robbie Savage. Well, I mean, I should point out, the comment just said Savage. Now, I assume that was a proper noun rather than an adjective. The long hair makes me think that they did mean Savage of the Robbie variety. Again, potentially insulting, but you know, water off a duck's back. a decent player in his time, hard-working, box-to-box midfielder, tough tackling. He's up there in the Premier League yellow card charts. Don't think I look like him, but no problem with the comparison. Into 5th place, Joao Felix, the most expensive teenage footballer of all time. Obviously joined Atletico Madrid in the summer from Benfica, a player I talked about actually a few times before he was really playing for Benfica, so I'm not claiming to have spotted that, just pointing it out. Excellent footballer again. Don't see the resemblance, but I guess he has longish hair, so there you go. 4th, and now we're getting, I think you'd say these are the 4 that, they were right up in the sort of top comments. So you would think that I would look virtually identical to these 4. We shall see. In 4th, Tom Davies. Yeah, so again, obviously longish blonde hair. That one cropped up all the time, part 1 and part 2. I'm recording this before part 3 came out, but I'd be surprised if there wasn't a Tom Davies gag on there as well. If not, go and do it now. I saw him playing just about a month or so ago for the England under-21s. They played at the KCOM Stadium against Kosovo. Good player. Don't think he looks like me, but my mates made that joke when we were at the game, so I can't grumble about people making it on YouTube. In at 3rd, Todd Cantwell. Now, I don't think I look like Todd Cantwell, but of all the 7 comparisons, I would say there is at least the flickering of a resemblance in the just a tad. So yeah, obviously Todd Cantwell made a bit of a name for himself at the start of this season with Norwich when they had quite a bright start. Have since fallen away, of course, but yeah, he's in at 3rd. 2nd place, Antoine Griezmann. Lots of people saying Antoine Griezmann. I think it's the 3rd highest comment on part 1, and then various other ones about how Antoine Griezmann speaks good English, sort of cropping up in there as well with a fair few likes. So yeah, he's got long hair, hasn't he, really? Again, there's a real theme. Very good footballer, joined Barcelona in the summer. Don't know if you remember, there was some talk of that move being thrown into doubt even after, obviously, Atletico had used that money to buy Joao Felix, and then there was some kind of paperwork or admin error. But yeah, apparently I look like him. I'll let you be the judge of that. In at top spot, and only those, I presume, who didn't look at the comments or haven't watched any parts of the Q&A will have missed this one, and that is Adrien Rabiot of Juventus. Loads of people have said that I look like Adrien Rabiot. Again, I'm not so sure, but I don't mind, don't bother me, but he does have long hair, and also I said in part 2 that, I think it was part 2, that if I started playing 11 aside again, that I would play in midfield. And I mean, there's only Adrien Rabiot who plays in midfield, so that has confirmed the conspiracy theorists. I am indeed Adrien Rabiot, apparently. So yeah, they are the 7 who I apparently look like. I'll let you tell me in the comments whether you think there are any that I've missed, whether you think I look more like Joao Felix or Jacob from Emmerdale. Your call. I did say I would make a couple of corrections from the Q&A, parts 1 and 2. Part 3 is not up at the time of this recording, will be up when you're watching this. When the question was asked, what is my favourite sport other than football, I said tennis. That I'm not redacting that. I wasn't making up that I like tennis. That would be unusual. I mentioned I went to school with Carl Edmund, who was a year older than me, and that I keep up to date with Carl Edmund. By that, I meant up to date with his career, not with him, in case anyone, you know, on the 1 in a million chance of this gets back to him and he says, you know, Alfie's been saying that you and him are like really close. I suspect he would have no idea who I am. Yeah, a different year to him, but yeah, I keep up to date with his career, not himself. I also said I hadn't played 11-a-side since sixth form. That isn't quite true because I did start training with an 11-a-side team again for about a month and a half in about April time. So yeah, that was that. I've technically lied to you basically, but I didn't play a first team fixture, so maybe didn't lie. But yeah, I thought I should clarify in the interest of full disclosure, you know. There you have it. Again, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Go ahead and give us a like and subscribe to HITC 7s if you did. If you do like this type of video, it seems to me that it's a sort of appeals to a smaller audience, but those who like it bizarrely seem to be quite keen on it. So if there's a good format you can think of, let me know in the comments or on Twitter. Our Twitter is just at HITC7s. I'm thinking I could continue on the Q&A route, maybe do it every couple of weeks or every month, and I could put out a message and say, give a specific topic, so, you know, Premier League Q&A or a Q&A about, I don't know, this, that and the other, World Cup Q&A. And people would ask specific questions about that. We can make it a recurring thing. But if you've got a better idea, let me know in the comments. Thanks again for watching, and I'm sure I'll see you soon.